I asked the question about Russian defeat to many different speakers, and also not only in interview, but during conferences, events, and just in private talks. And of course, many, especially liberal forces in Europe, support just change of the regime. So if Putin is persecuted and then prosecuted, and his regime is down, then there is regime change in Russia. Would that help? I mean, if Navalny comes to power, would that help?
I don't want to speak about certain individuals. I think what we need is a different approach towards neighbors, and we need, as I said, with Germany, we need to strengthen institutions in Russia. The Russian society needs to understand what happened in Ukraine. So just a regime change or change of people will be very difficult. You will not see a sustainable peace in the neighborhood, and that is the problem. If we strike for sustainable peace, we need to overcome the old imperialism.
Yeah, I agree. Let's say Navalny, I come back to this because Navalny is a symbol of the liberal opposition forces in Russia, and many people would see him as a leader after Putin, but he is the one who also doesn't see Crimea as a part of Ukraine anymore. He said that Crimea is not a sandwich, cannot be easily given back, right? So Ukrainians are not very keen of seeing Navalny as a president of Russia because he would not give Crimea back, which means he does not really respect international law in these terms. So what you're saying then, that these people who would be in power in Russia would be the ones respecting current international law?
I don't think you can group them. I think that, for example, Boris Nemtsov, of course, who was assassinated, had the apologized to Ukrainians about the annexation of Crimea. He fully understood why this is not legal and why this annexation must be reversed. I'm not so sure about each and every one, so I would not see them all like liberals. I think that Navalny has not openly distanced himself from his statement of Crimea, but I think he focused a lot on a new, let's say, concept of statehood. So in his foundation, and also Volkov in his book, they're very much focused on decentralized approach. They're very much focused on the regional approach, on the cities and mayors. So you can see from there, I think he has developed quite a lot from his journey and his old, very racist, racial and very discriminatory approach to the southern neighbor and to others. So I wouldn't, I think it's a little bit too short-sighted just to put them in one corner and say they are all the same. And since Navalny has mentioned it once, like 15 years ago, we need to condemn this. I think that's a bit too narrow.